In the heart of a sleepy little town, nestled between misty hills, stood an old, abandoned manor. Locals whispered about it, a place filled with sorrow, love, and mysteries that blurred the line between the living and the dead. Tonight, as you drift off to sleep, let me tell you the story of Adrian and Eloise, whose love defied time and death. The manor was once full of life, laughter, and the sweet smell of blooming roses. Eloise, the young woman of the house, fell in love with Adrian, the groundskeeper's son. Their love was pure but forbidden. Back then, the world wasn't kind to those who crossed social boundaries. One moonlit night, they promised to meet in the manor's grand conservatory, a magical space of glass and greenery. Adrian vowed they would run away together and leave behind the world that kept them apart, but fate had other plans. That very night, a fire broke out in the manor. No one knew how it started, but it spread fast, destroying everything. Adrian, trapped inside, lost his life trying to reach Eloise. She stood helpless in the garden, screaming his name as the flames consumed everything. The townspeople rebuilt their lives, but the manor was left in ruins, charred, hollow, and silent. Silent, except for those brave enough to wander near, claiming they could hear faint whispers of a name. Eloise. Years passed, and the story of Adrian and Eloise became a local legend. Then, one day, Emma, a young writer looking for peace, stumbled upon the manor during a storm. She was drawn to its haunting beauty and the sadness that seemed to cling to it. Emma decided to rent a small cottage nearby and stay in the town. Each night, as she sat by her window, she felt an irresistible pull toward the manor. It wasn't fear she felt. It was as if someone or something was waiting for her. One evening, Emma found herself standing at the gates of the old manor. The air was thick, and the smell of roses was strangely strong despite the decay. She pushed the gate open and walked inside, her heart pounding but her mind calm. In the conservatory, bathed in moonlight, she saw him. A figure, ghostly but glowing, stood among the ruins. Adrian, his eyes, filled with sorrow and hope, locked onto hers. Adrian, soft, echoing. "You came back, Eloise." Emma froze, her breath caught in her chest. She tried to speak, to explain, but the words wouldn't come. In that moment, she felt a surge of emotions. Love, loss, and longing she couldn't understand. Over the following weeks, Emma returned to the manor every night. She learned Adrian's story, his love for Eloise, and his endless wait. She didn't know why she felt so connected to him, but she couldn't stay away. In Adrian's presence, Emma found peace. Her restless nights and sleepless struggles melted away. The whispers that had once seemed eerie now felt like a comforting lullaby. One night, as Emma stood by the broken windows of the conservatory, she saw her reflection. But it wasn't her. It was Eloise. Memories of another life flooded back to her. She had been Eloise, and her love for Adrian had survived through time. With tears streaming down her face, she turned to Adrian. This time, there were no words, only an embrace that felt eternal. As the first light of dawn touched the ruins, Adrian and Eloise, Emma, faded into the morning, together at last. The manor fell silent, the whispers gone. Do like and subscribe this channel if you love your puppy.